All right, now we are on the rear shocks for the Scx24 with the, I think these are RC Lion shocks and springs. Now for the rear, right here, it's a little dirty in there, I didn't clean it up yet. But we're going to go back to the stock positions for down here and up here. We're going to leave this alone. But now if you have the stock, get in camera here, if you have the stock shock still, the plastic black ones, then this is the best thing until you get the upgrade, which we have right down here. Now let me explain this kind of hybrid upgrade that I'm doing. We've got the RC Lion shocks. Okay, now on the original plastic, I think they're all over here, but I'm going to put them in cam for a second here. On these originals, right in here, we're not using any of that, okay? Just not for the rear. Like I said, again, this is only for the rear. This is kind of confusing, so I'm trying not to confuse people. So, going back to this. The shock shaft. This one here is the stock axial one. This is the one we're going to use. We're not going to use the bigger one. Make sure, because they do look a little different. We're not using the bigger one, and that's not it. Actually, that's the two of the small stock axial ones. This one now is the one that comes with the RC Lion shocks. We're not going to use that, okay? Not for the rear, because it's just a tad bit longer. Just a tad bit. When you screw it all in to the when you screw it all in to the rod end over here, it's yeah, it's actually too long, and we want to kind of conserve the travel on the rear for what I've configured for this thing. So we're going to get that out of the way, and I'm going to try to show you guys how this all goes together. We are using everything else from the RC Lion shock, so we're going to take the axial shock shaft, run it through here, okay, put this setup in here. We're going to use from the RC Lion's springs on the rear, just the brass ones or the gold ones, whatever you want to call it. So you're just going to need two of those for the rear, of course, and you're going to use the brass looking ones or the gold looking ones. So we're going to do that and show you guys a picture, what it looks like with it all together. And then we're going to move on to the front shocks, because they're completely different than what I'm showing here. All right, we are now on the front shocks, and what you're looking at is what we have left of the shocks that were used on the front, the RC Lions. Now what we have here are the actual, I'm going to show you what pieces are what. These are RC Lion, RC Lion, RC Lion, axial, okay? Notice there's no cap up here because it's on the actual rig. So we've got our cap, RC Lion's cap, our spring from axial, our shock body from axial, and then the rod end from RC Lion. Simply because with this configuration here, my personal little setup that I think is just awesome. Chime in if you think it's awesome too, if you tried it. I would love to find out. It's just better. It doesn't need to be, for me, and in my particular setting here, it doesn't need to be the 43 millimeters. The stock one fits fine right there. All right, so that is the front setup. You're going to have this extra. Pretty much, if you feel like, you know, you kind of wasted your money because you got half the shock there, and you guys can see it's pretty much one of those, what do they call those things? The double barrel. It's kind of like a double barrel system, which is really, really cool. I just don't like the shock shaft on it. I don't like the how it fits on the, you know, our little, just how it fits on here. It just, I don't like it. It's not a good snug fit when I, you know, go to unloosen the shock and everything. But other than that, RC Line, it works great on this rear, as you guys can see. So we're going to close this video. You guys keep making it do what it do. and I'll catch you on the next one. Alright guys, we are back, and after a little testing with the help of the little mountain test block I've got here, we have decided that the original shock mounting positions aren't the best, and give my reconfigured upper shock mounting positions a shot. Just did the testing, like I said, with the little block right here, and this is the best I can find to get the most articulation as is right now with the links under the bottom. They're still got a really bad breakaway angle. That's what this is for. I can see that breakaway angle with these two little angles right here, and I still hadn't worked that out. So I think there's only one thing that's going to be able to work that out, and that's going to be some curved links or bent links on the rear. But before that happens, this position for the shocks is the best that I've found. So you guys try it out. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't, but at least there's an option for you. You guys keep making it do what it do, and I'm Dre from Blacksmith RC, and I'll catch you on the next video.